Good morning, everyone. Just heading out of the ranch house here in northern Arizona. Going to do some volunteer work today for the Arizona Game and Fish Department on the Crozier Ranch, along with the Arizona Antelope Foundation. Beautiful morning. I hope the wind doesn't come up. We got here yesterday and man, the wind was really blowing. It usually does blow here about 5 miles an hour almost all the time, but there's mornings like this there's no winds. It's about 46 degrees, just absolutely beautiful outside. I don't see my cows today. They're out wandering around. The only time I ever see them is when they're getting in trouble being places where they're not supposed to be, and I have to chase them out of there. Anyway, I'll won't bore you with the drive. Turn this thing back on a little bit later. I don't know if you can see it. There's 3 pronghorn out there. There they go. Sure nice to see them. Don't see them much anymore around here. Looks like three doe, not very many. There ought to be hundreds of them. So far I've seen 4 jackrabbit and 3 antelope. Good to see the rabbits coming back. They were pretty wiped out by some disease that came through. Killed off a lot of the rabbits. There's another antelope coming up here. Looks like a loner. Looks like it has a tag in its ear. Oh, it's got a collar. Let me get this off of here real quick. You can see that one. I don't know if you can see it or not. It's got a collar. Its neck is completely bare of any hair. The collar tends to rub off all of the hair. Okay, I'm in Bly Canyon right now. We're heading to it. This is the road, Bly Canyon Road, what it's known as. There is no fresh tracks on this road. It's on the first one here since the last rain. I'm coming in the back way to the work area where we're going to work. I see some deer up ahead of me. 3 deer. That's nice to see. These little GoPros don't show things very well. What do we have here? You might be able to see them now. I'm getting close enough. One buck and a doe and what looks like a yearling, and they're just hopping along. That's nice to see. The last project we did was right here at this gate coming up. We replaced about a half a mile, maybe a quarter mile, something like that, of bottom fence wire, and fixed a bunch of the stays. What we do is we remove the bottom bob wire and we replace it with smooth wire, and we raise the level up to 18 inches, and that way it makes it easier for the antelope to go under the fence when they need to. And this is one of their crossing areas. They track the antelope with those, like the one that I showed earlier that had the collar on it, and they track their movement, and they show where they come through these fenced areas, and this is one of them. So I gotta go unlock the gate, or open the gate so I can get through it. Of course, anytime you see a gate, and if the gate is closed, you close it. If it's left open, you leave it open if there's any reasonable doubt that it's supposed to be closed or open. Well, anyway, I screwed that all up. But anyway, if it's closed, keep it closed. Most of the gates around here are tagged closed gate. So that's the normal mode for all of these gates around here. Okay, coming up on Bly Tank, I see a bunch of critters over there. Cattle. And I saw 2 more antelope. I stopped and ranged the antelope, and I had them at 830 yards, and they stood out like a sore thumb with the sun shining on them. There's a bunch of cows right here at Bly Tank. Oop. jackrabbit. That's the 5th jackrabbit I've seen, so that's good. They're big too. They're blacktail jackrabbits here. Probably about the same size as the antelope jacks down in southern Arizona. You can actually eat them, and they're actually pretty good meat. Just gotta check their liver and make sure they don't have a bunch of worms and all that kind of stuff. But it's usually good meat. Nice and green in this valley. The cattle will eat the grasses, and then they walk around and poop on everything, stomp their poop into the ground, fertilize the ground, and that helps everything grow. It's kind of like a circle of life type of thing. A lot of the animal lovers don't understand that. These cattle out here live their lives roaming around on thousands of acres, living their best lives. They have their babies out here. And trying to see if there's any water in this dirt tank. They're all down there. I don't see any water yet. If there's any water, it's really low, beyond sight. It looks like they're going somewhere. Like wild animals, they have places they like to bed. That's probably where they're heading. Now, Bly tank is completely dry. So that's the second dirt tank I've gone through or gone by, and they're dry. There's no water in them. So the only water these cattle get are what the ranchers provide, or they wait for a rain. And the water out here is scarce. The drought has really done this area in. If it wasn't for the ranchers and the hunters that support the Arizona Game and Fish Department and the wildlife drinkers that are spread out all over the place, the animals wouldn't have any water, and they would cease to exist in this area. They would have to move to an area that had water, and that would be a very long way away. A lot of cattle tend to walk the roads. 2 bulls. They're pretty big, and they're usually not too mean, but they're as tall as my truck window. Small for bulls, but they're still bulls. Whole bunch of cattle over here. That's probably where all those other cows are going. They're going to meet up with this little herd here. It's a pretty drive. Like I said, I'm the only one out here. And these tracks on this road are not fresh at all, so I don't know when the last time it rained. I think it was about a week ago. It actually snowed in some of these parts, so another cow. Continue on here. And we have more cattle, a couple young ones. We're getting close to the work area. I think I see it up ahead. This is the Crozier Ranch. Huge ranch, beautiful ranch. Looking around, I see cattle everywhere. They're up in the hills. We're down here in the valley. Couple little ones. Sometimes you come through here and you'll see the cowboys up on the hills patrolling the area on their horses. Pretty cool. I don't see any today. ahead here is where we're gonna meet. Of course, I came in the back way, so most of the team will be coming up that valley over there. Should be able to see them. I'm sure the fence right in here is where they're gonna be doing the work. What a day. Beautiful out here. I dropped the GoPro batteries in the truck here somewhere, so I gotta look around and figure out where it went. But we're here. Okay, it's been an hour. The wind's blowing like crazy. Here comes the team now. Looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 vehicles, 12, 13 vehicles. Really windy out here. I don't know how the audio is going to be. Apologize for wind noise.